We want to see if they can find the early lead before champions like Silas and Vigo can find their route into the game, and especially Shanks, right? You have a lot of really good ultimates on the side of BLG to take away. You have so many engaged tools and lockdowns to get
activation. You'll be able to get a bit of life steal back here, even with the Doran's blades. So Breathe will catch the wave in the end as well. Beishang makes himself known. That's
they do want to go for it.
They are going to go for it. Weiwei and Bubu, Sky Splitter coming down. Breathe still under the turret. Trying to get the stun is Beishang. He's getting away from the turret, but it's double flash time. And BLG with first blood. Haymaker comes on in as Zika takes a turret shot too many. And now Shanks wants to reverse. Missing's coming up as well. And everything's starting here for WE. They're going to get the advantage as Bubu's left alone. The death sentence as well. And BLG may have the early comp lyric, but WE are throwing hands. And as his chains of corruption, here comes the teleport in the back line and locked down by Elk's ulti. Zika will absorb a lot of it. That's the tool down as Bubu now with the Stormbringer ready to jump on in. BLG's Wombo at the ready. We talked about their ultis. How's it going to work out? 2K here for the Herald. Stolen away. That's what Beishang wants as well. Stolen Stormbringer as well. WE right in the middle of the pit. Low HP bars for BLG though. And Shanks running forward. Elk as well. This is not good for Bilibili Gaming as Heartbreaker, Heartbringer, Heart Attack for BLG. Lyric, the early game, it's all gone down the toilet.
And it was so tragic for the side of BLG.
When WE, like Shanks steals away some of those ultimates, the box there as well, Chains of Corruption, the Heartbreaker too. WE have a similar effect, especially with the lead, and now they're diving with it. Burst damage, way too much to handle. PP God next, and Lyric, this is GG at 15 if I've ever seen one.
I mean, once again, we are at the 10-minute mark. With these plates going down, we are going to be at about the same 4K gold lead we've seen throughout the series so far.
But we're definitely going to be seeing more as Beishang as he sets up for a dive. Okay, here we go.
Weiwei's waiting in the wings, though.
Kick against the wall, and yep, he's just dead immediately.
Doesn't matter.
Breeze taken up, Volibear stolen away, the Heartbreaker once again. Weiwei's here, but Beishang gets another reset. You can't stop turret aggro, as Zika knows, takes him with him. Breathe as well. Zika's just trying to win the game. His team's a bit heavy this time around. He should get this with a face breaker. Breathe, so close, but so far. 4-2-0. He has all the kills of BLG. It's a heavy shoulders game for Zika.
We should also be able to get this mid lane turret. Breathe already looking for the angle.
Engage onto Missing. There's the face breaker back on him with the showstopper. Missing flashes away. He gets out even with the depth charge ignite. Weiwei on the back line. Manages to snipe him down, but that's a one-man ulti onto Elk. They want to burst him, and they've done it. BLG have already taken down 3 Lyric. Shanks wasn't there. 4. Count the 5th if Shanks sticks around. Somehow, BLG managed to pick them apart.
Out of the either engage or re-engage actually comes from Shanks taking away ultimates like Bubu's.
Now we're running it through mid. 5 members of WE forget side lanes. Look at this. They're going to go for another. In a turret here with Rift Herald and Chains of Corruption land. They've got the Volibear death sentence and he's down. Forget the comeback as WE still have so much range to play with. And they're going to get Herald to get another charge through mid lane. Ooh, that's
going down right at the last second. So they would have maybe even looked for like more dives, looking to keep going, right? Because Beishang had picked up that first possession.
I'd go back in.
Okay.
Why not?
Shanks does have flash.
Yeah, ultimate used by Weiwei, and never mind, gonna go golden here. Teleport was used by Zika. Give him the kill, he definitely deserves it, but he needs to dunk him down first, and there you go. 700 gold for this huge, jacked mid laner, who's now 6-2. Sent him to BLG.
I just call that LPL syndrome of like so many supports playing Karma like Nautilus.
There he
Nautilus goes in.
Set up though. Shanks has bought time with Chains of Corruption in a choke. WE not in a bad position. Zika's frontlining here and that poke damage from Elk. But into the back line. Look at Bubu and Weiwei. Together they stand as Zika's going to try and bring it back. And bring back they shall. But in the meantime, WE have cleaned them apart. Bubu onto Missing. He's trying his hardest. Elk wants to bully off him while aiming still survives. Elk versus 2. He flashes over the wall to survive for only just a bit longer. Beishang, meanwhile, has had his resets and he's pretty angry. So it is a 3-for-3 in the end. But hey, we love our Fiestas.
All right, they saw I think it was Weiwei who was in the jungle, and they're like, hey, let's pick this one off. But now
Good
Zika's TP is coming in.
Let's see, it's up to PP Gold, the depth charge there. Zika's TP, you mentioned. He's got a great flanking angle as he flashes in right to a hook. Rather not flashing, just getting the face breaker. He flashes back the haymaker. BLG have got the damage down, but now WE rely on Elk, rely on Beisheng, who still live. It was a great start to the fight, but WE's leftover members are still massive. Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike, and BBU flashes the hell out of that one. Heartbreaker already used, and WE, they lose 2 members. BLG only 1. Mentioned that those ultimates, those key ultimates that bring the play into fruition, don't have too long of time, as Curtain Call's going to be coming up. Zika's ulti as well. Chains of Corruption into the choke. He's in the backline again. Zika kicked back though, but the haymaker! He's done it once again! Moonfall to the backline, aiming, getting targeted by Shanks, but look at the rest of the fight for BLG. WE getting their resets and the fight's going longer. Suddenly it turns on a dime and WE get the space they need. Elk Prowler's claws right on top of the dead Sub-Zero, and WE take them all down.
And it looks like... So WE look confused, right? Because they're able to take these fights incredibly decisively for their side.
Oh, the Infernal Soul just going to make it that much harder. And Lyric, I don't know why, but Volibear's still standing up behind the Dragon Pit. I don't know if you saw that, but BBU's character model is still standing. So take that as you will as WE start the Baron. This one's gone before anyone from BLG leave their base. And WE now with a huge... And that inhibitor just going to be crushed down. Shanks takes it free of charge. BB can't stop it, and he'll just work his magic on top lane inhib now as Curtain Call. This is what BLG want to do, make their decision. They get a backline depth charge, but Breathe is still alive. He returns. He cripples them as well. Weiwei's ulti only onto 1 member, and look at Beisheng. So healthy. He's stolen away the set. Reset after reset after reset. Viego is not a balanced champion as WE showcase it in full.
And WE finally gonna break that loss streak. Shanks coming back into the roster. They definitely look a lot more holistic, a much better looking WE.
Right onto the Nexus turrets. WE in Game 3. It may have started a little bit rocky here, Lyric, but in Game 3, they smacked down BLG and put themselves back on that train towards the top.